On that one.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to Wednesday Whinging Witches, or Whinging Wednesday
Hello.
Witches, or Wednesday Witches Whinging, whatever you like to call us. We're in the little round hut of magic in Great Yarmouth on the seafront, in the home of the Cyber Witch Circus, and here we are with Jenny from Oh My Goth and Sean Beckett from Lyra Starseed.
Yep.
And we're here to whinge.
We're here to have a little whinge about witchy stuff.
Yeah.
What
So,
are you whinging about
I don't
today?
know, what shall I whinge about today?
Well, what's annoying you most today?
Symbols.
Okay, go on.
Symbols. Everyone flashes symbols around, right? And like, no one really knows what they're for.
No, I don't know what they're for.
No, you
'cause
don't, do
no,
you?
No, I don't.
No, we've had this discussion.
Because I had a little tiny hand and I was making some healing spells and I thought they were little hands of healing. And Paula was like, no, you're using the wrong symbol. And I got in trouble, didn't I?
Yeah, because they were hands of Fatima and hands of Hamza, which are little tiny hands, which are not unlike healing hands, but they are sort of Middle Eastern symbols of protection, quite feminine, really, right? But it's just that little subtlety that will add so much more oomph and dynamic to your workings when you use symbols that are... But then symbols can mean anything to anyone. So, I mean, I've just blown what I said out of the water, really.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is to you, like, what do you think that people, what sort of symbols are misused?
Oh, well, the pentacle straight away.
So what is the pentacle? Explain
So
it.
the pentacle is... Oh, I haven't got one on.
Earth, air, fire, and water.
It's a round one with a star in. We've got loads in the front.
Oh,
of the
we've
shop.
got
None in the back. None in the back where we can
There's
show
a
it
little
like that.
pentacle here.
Is there a little pentacle?
Yeah, but it's on the moon. Can you show him?
Yeah.
Can you show him, Jen?
Yeah.
The pentacle with the moon. Here we go, pentacle.
So it's basically a round circle with a star on the inside. It's an old... It actually is Christian in origin, but it symbolises now in modern witchcraft and occult, if you like. You know, when it's got the pointy star at the top, it's a symbol of good. However, Hollywood and fiction have made it so that if it's got 2 points at the top, it's the sign of the devil. But it is actually symbolic of earth, air, fire, and water, and spirit, all in a circle to encompass it all, and as a protection.
Which is also on the tarot card, the pentacles.
Yep.
So you
well,
said
some pentacles, some tarot decks don't have pentacles; they have discs. You know, there's loads.
Right.
Of,
Yeah.
yeah, everything. But yeah.
So the pentacle's misused by
Everyone.
Hollywood.
Yeah, everyone.
Okay.
Everyone. Really?
What do they think it is then?
Well, they just think it's a sign of the devil, people.
Yeah, but that's a bit like 666.
Yeah.
They think that's the same, but that's actually a good symbol. It's a good numerology number.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No.
But people think 666 is the devil, but in a way, 666 is quite a lucky number.
Well, it depends if you add all the numbers together. With numerology, it's all about the numbers and what they actually stand for.
Yeah, it's not the way 6 to
but
18.
again, another thing with numerology, it doesn't come from... It's not native to our culture.
No, it's not. It's more.
No.
The
So
Russian...
there are other countries that actually like use numbers and
Hi,
symbolism.
Lucky. Thanks for watching. Yes, I'm well, thank you.
Hi,
Hello.
friend. Yeah, yeah. Oriental culture is much more into using symbols and colours and numbers.
Are
much
you
more
well?
symbolic.
Carry
It's
on.
like lucky colours.
Yeah.
You know, people like, so some colours, I mean, everything has a frequency,
Well,
everything
this
has a
person
vibration.
watching here is called Lucky. Tell him about the lucky colours.
Well, it depends on
lucky.
your own thing. You know, everyone, in Chinese culture, for example, red is considered to be a prosperous and lucky colour, whereas in British practices, green is considered to be a colour of prosperity. When we're doing
That
workings
is
for money,
interesting.
it's green.
So does that correlate to crystals then?
Possibly. Well, everything relates to colour because everything has a frequency. So colour has a frequency.
So what would you say, Jen, what's your favourite colour?
Black.
So what is, okay, so what's black? What's black represented?
Black's actually quite a protective colour.
Yeah.
Actually,
is that because-
purple as well? Like,
I like purple too.
Purple's to do with connection
and
to the
very
divine.
dark green, like you know, kind of that.
But then also, colour is also changed according to culture. For example, Indian people will wear white for mourning.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
Did
the
you know
use
that?
of the use
and they
of
wear
colour.
red to get married in.
Yeah, the use of colour throughout art has been dictated by the cost of the materials.
Hi, Craig.
So, hi, Craig.
Daddy Mad Hatter, what are you three talking about?
We are
Whinging, generally.
generally whinging about witchy stuff and colours at the moment. We're talking about symbolisms and the meaning of different colours.
Because we meet people in our practices when we're doing our job every day. I'm a tarot reader by trade.
Can you just tell us if you can hear us okay? Because this is a new thing for us. Can you just say if you can hear us all right? Carry on.
So I'm a tarot reader by trade, and I have people come in to have readings with me, and they are very set in their ways with a lot of things. They have sort of certain colours, certain numbers. You know, they don't realise that they're picking up a lot of stuff that's actually fiction, if you like, or sort of shifted from its central origin.
Yeah, but do you think that the colours in particular in our culture in the UK have stemmed from, you know, back in like medieval times, you were only allowed to wear purple if, for example, you were in the royal family.
Yep.
And then after that, you could wear red, or after that. So do you think that people are not wearing, you know, our symbolism, our meaning behind different colours is different to other cultures because we were in a sort of hierarchy system of like...
Well, it's not only that. Like, for example, in depictions of the Virgin Mary, we'll see her wearing blue, and the reasons we're seeing her wearing blue from the Renaissance is the fact that lapis lazuli was the pigment that they used to actually make the paint, because it was the most expensive pigment you could get. It was the most expensive thing you could use. So then it was used to show that the person commissioning the portrait, commissioning the picture, had wealth and status.
All right. Yeah.
And the same with the use of black. I might be wrong on this. It might be something I've dredged up from the back of my mind that might be wrong. But black was a colour that was allocated to lawyers and learned people during Tudor times, possibly slightly later, right? And only those people were allowed to wear that colour, like you said, with the you know, because it was expensive, and it, you know, there was loads of reasons.
But Cleopatra wore makeup made out of lapis lazuli, didn't she?
She did indeed. Yeah, I believe so.
The purple. Well, it was blue, wasn't it?
Oh,
What else did she wear?
Not a lot.
No, she's always in the bath.
Swanning around in baths.
She's always in the bath.
A load of milk.
And I'm afraid I'm not good on
jacuzzi.
Yeah.
So does anyone watching want us to talk about their favourite colour? Have they got a favourite colour?
Anyone got a favourite colour?
We can whinge about?
In Victorian times, I'll need to put my glasses on to see this. In Victorian times, didn't they have to wear black for a while so people knew you were mourning a loss?
Absolutely right. There was very rigid structures in Victorian time for mourning.
How long
I believe it was at least a year to be in full mourning, but then you could like start wearing dark colours after a certain period, depending on how close you were to the person who died, I believe.
So if you were say a woman mourning her husband, she would be expected to wear black for maybe a year. But what about a man mourning a woman? Would they could do what they like?
No, everyone was expected to be like really, you know, be quite sober with their dress.
And Queen Victoria missed Albert so much she just mourned for the rest of her life.
Some women, once widowed, would stay in mourning forever. They would stay in black, which is why you quite often see pictures of little old women wearing black all the time.
Yeah. So someone said green is their favourite colour, and someone else has said blue is their favourite colour.
Green, I believe, is a colour of balance and harmony.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's also associated with the lungs and the this chakra. Can't remember which is the name of it. The heart chakra. Yeah.
Did you lose that heart?
Yeah.
So somebody that wears green, what kind of person are they?
They'll probably be quite a well-balanced person.
Yeah.
But the only issue with wearing a lot of green, it can like balance things too much.
Mm-hmm.
Blue is colour of intellect.
Oh, well, I should be wearing that.
I never wear blue.
I do believe.
I've got blue now.
And a green ring.
Yeah. But it can be confused chakra wise because pale blue is the throat chakra, so there's different denominations of blue associated.
So,
colour healing and colour therapy is
Daddy Mad Hatter, is your favourite kind of blue a light blue or a dark blue? That's the burning question. See if he answers. Right, carry on.
Yellows and oranges. Confidence.
Yeah.
Courage is red.
Do you ever notice sometimes, because I've noticed this before, there'll be a particular day, because as human beings, we're all kind of attached to each other.
Your one, Penny Quantrill, is watching. Hi, Penny.
Hi, Penny.
Yeah, there's a certain day you'll go out, and like today, I mean, we just all have come out in black. Or you'll have a day and you'll see, oh, everybody's wearing yellow today. So do you think collectively, as humans, we believe we're separate, but we're not? So do you believe that day, so say everybody turns up and you think, oh God, everybody's wearing yellow today. Why would they be wearing yellow that day?
It depends on the event, because if people are going somewhere,
well, if it's a funeral, obviously they're wearing black.
I mean, this is why people.
Or white if you're in India.
Yeah.
If we went to an Indian wedding, we'd completely offend them probably by coming in black.
So someone said they like dark blue.
Dark blue. That's to do with a different side of confidence. It's to do with authority.
Oh. So what's a light blue? What's the difference?
The throat chakra. To do with speaking.
To do with speaking. Okay.
That's why turquoise, the turquoise jewellery.
Which is green.
Greeny blue.
Greeny blue, okay.
It comes in under the blue, I think.
Sodalite?
Soldalite is a darker blue.
So we're talking about crystals now,
Yeah.
sorry.
Soldalite is to do with helping to absorb negativity,
So could you wear a particular colour to attract something that day? So say if you were going out and you were trying to do really well at business, you could say, well, I'm going to put red on or green on today.
Probably.
Yeah?
Probably. They'll sell you a crystal for anything these days.
No, but I mean, yeah, well, they will.
They will.
But I'm just talking about clothes in general. So if you went out in black, you shouldn't get hassled.
Well,
presumably.
Yeah, but then you can wear too much. Well, you can wear too much black. I don't know. It depends with anything. You know, you can wear black and you can look like you're going to a goth fancy dress party, or you can be wearing black and look like you're going to a Halloween party, or
It's
you can
not
do
fancy dress. It's dress fancy.
dress fancy.
Right, go on.
Fancy. Or like again, it's to do with taste and style and you know. However
Right,
you put
so
it
someone
together.
has asked, can love be blocked as in like a curse? Oh, I need my glasses on again. Hold on. Can love be blocked as in like a curse? If how do I get rid of it?
Right, so straight away
Let's
you need to
go.
let's have a little cleansing bath. So you put yourself in a bath with a little bit of salt, maybe a little bit of lavender, just to relax yourself and let your mind go free. And then once you've cleansed yourself, then you can just say, I'm not under the influence of anyone else here.
Or you can do.
But if you're not supposed to be with that person, right, nothing you do will unblock it or make it happen.
No.
Right.
Because sometimes the
But
universe.
if there's an inkling there, you can influence it your way.
Only by being a normal, nice person.
I don't think any type of love spell can work if it's not meant to work. Like if your spirits and your guides and the universe does not want you to be with that person for whatever reason at this time, it might not even be that this time, it might not be that it's never, but it could be that it's not right now. So you can't force it, because if you force it at that time, then
You
it's not
can't
gonna
force
work.
it. You cannot force what's not supposed to be.
Right, so Margaret Riches is watching on your
Hi
one.
Maggie, how are you? Nice to
Hello.
see you. Thank you for joining us. Do you have any questions? Anything you'd like me to whinge about today?
Penny Quantrill says, I'm normally always in black. Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps us feel invisible as well. Sometimes black helps you just blend into the background. If you wear a bright colour, you stand out more. So sometimes wearing black helps you keep you anonymous. I just wear it because everything goes with black.
I think sometimes when I can I talk about goths a little bit?
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time people that dress gothic and what have you, they are actually really sensitive, and they've tried to sort of shut people out by being different.
People think that we're depressed, but I've never ever, well,
No.
maybe two. I've only ever met two depressed goths, but they probably would have been depressed if they weren't. Like
I think it's protection, like protecting yourself by being the way you are and not letting people, because I believe people that are, and I believe the same as when somebody listens to heavy metal. Like people would say, oh, they listen to heavy metal. Yeah, but they're listening to heavy metal because they're suppressing their emotions and they like to scream out when they go to heavy metal. It's the same sort of thing. Yeah, because people look at goths and think, oh, they're going to be really angry and stuff. It's absolutely the opposite. They're actually really sensitive people who are actually trying to block horrible people out by coming across this way. So people think, oh, I better not approach her because the way you dress is saying, leave me alone. In a way. Do you think, Jen, or not?
Yes, I do. Yeah, definitely.
So the kindest people are
The
probably
kindest.
goths.
I've met loads of really nice goths, and when you go to the Whitby Goth weekend, everybody's friendly. There isn't anybody who's unfriendly. You can go up to anybody, anywhere, and just start a conversation.
So, what ratio of goths are there to witches? Do you think all goths are witches, or all witches goths?
No, I don't.
In fact, I don't think goths kind of fall for all of that. It's a different thing altogether. My mind, body, and spirit fairs, you'd think there'd be a crossover, but there isn't. A lot of the stall holders are not the same. There's not a lot of tarot going on at Goth.
Is that because
I've never seen a tarot reader at a Goth event ever?
Because it's just never occurred to them to do it. You don't fall for it. Thanks for that. 30 years of my life just completely destroyed in one sentence. We don't fall for that.
Anyway, hold on, we've got some more comments here.
I like your outfit, Jen. Now you particular.
I'm 33 and I've never been asked out. That's the reason why Well, I tell you what, if I was still 33 and I'm not, I'm 55 now, I would ask you out. Lucky.
Is Lucky a girl?
Are you a girl? Luckily you can't. Look, someone's saying to him, "Lucky, you just waiting for that special person."
Yeah, the special person's out there for everyone.
Maybe.
And I don't think. Do you think anybody really asks anyone out anymore?
No.
Or they're just like. Nobody really likes sociably. They're just all on their phones.
We get quite a lot of love questions in here.
Yeah.
In this very room. For those who are late arriving, we're actually sat in the little round hut of magic in the Pleasure Beach Gardens, Great Yarmouth, which is the home of the Cyber Witch Circus. We're with Jenny, who
here we go.
Jenny's live. We're on the Cyber Witch Circus live, and we're with Sean Beckett. Who works as Lyra Starseed. So, what was I then saying? I've completely forgotten.
You've just said that people come in here and ask about love.
We get a lot of questions about love, and basically, guys, you just got to do the work yourself.
You have. Lucky, you've got to ask someone else. If nobody's asking you,
you've got to be the person.
Because you're a very nice person. I've never met you in person, but I know you online, and I know that you're a really nice person. So, really, you've just got to.
And I always say to people,
you've got to get to know people, a lot of people first before you.
You've got to be the person that you would want to fall in love with. Because if you can't
you've got to love yourself.
Yeah, if you can't spend...
Someone's telling me I look great for 55.
Okay, let's play Guess Our Age today.
Oh, no, don't do that.
No, don't. But, yeah, you just got to be the person that you would want to be in love with.
Yeah. And I always think as well, like, when I say to people that, people have had bad relationships and things like that, I always say to them, look, the next time, you try and date somebody, don't go for the Jack the lad that's talking to everybody, that goes to the gym all the time. You want the guy with the glasses. He's a little bit quiet. He is probably an architect, because the thing is, he isn't ever going to come up and go, excuse me, will you go out with me? But he's the one you want. Because this Jack the lad will be talking to you, talking to her, talking to her. So then you end up going with the wrong one. And a lot of women do that. A lot of women go for the loudest man in the room. And actually, sometimes that's where online dating comes in. Because you have to find someone with the same hobby as you.
Yeah, have you tried online dating?
Yeah.
See, I've tried
or
online
go on
dating.
to like a chat room of... If you go onto a chat room of things, somebody who's got all the same interests as you.
Yeah, that's another one.
I met my husband online.
Yeah,
and
we've
been
met my
married.
partner.
How long?
A long time now, didn't we? Yeah.
17 years.
Yeah.
I think now, haven't we?
Yeah.
I
met
got
mine
married
online.
in 2008 and I met my husband online on Adamant Chat.
And the
Oh,
other
what's
thing
it called?
is, if you do
Adamant.
the same things
Never
in
heard
the
of
same
that one.
way with the same people.
She's never heard of adamant.
What is adamant, chat?
Oh, we're
Have
in.
you heard of this?
Oh yeah.
What is it? I don't know why
I
you're
wasn't allowed to
laughing.
go out with a white stripe across my nose in the early 80s.
What does that even mean?
Adamant was a pop star. He was amazing. Prince Charming.
Oh.
Prince Charming.
Oh, I think I know that song. Yeah.
I can't remember the rest. And Kings of the Wild Frontier was, my God, that was a sublime album.
Right.
Right.
Adamant.
Stand and deliver. See, look,
Yeah,
someone
see,
next.
there we go.
Right, okay. I think
Oh,
I've seen
YouTube
this.
later.
Right, okay, YouTube.
Thanks, Craig. I recently deleted my dating apps.
Who did, Craig?
No, Lucky has deleted his dating apps.
Right.
I think it's a him. Maybe a her.
Well, as I said, if you do the
Oh, yeah,
same
him or
things
a
in the
her?
same way with the same people,
Tell me
nothing
how you
will
want me
change.
to refer to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Him or
Yeah,
a
give me
her.
a
might be a bit-
pronoun.
I might have got it
darling,
wrong.
if you don't mind. We do like a pronoun. We're a bit old, or I'm a bit old. I'm even older than she is.
I think the best thing to do is join groups and clubs and things
Yeah.
with people with the same interests, like Jen's saying. Either online or in real life is even better, because you're better off to find someone that's going to be a friend before they're a...
And if you need something to give you a little bit of confidence, a bit of rose quartz. It's quite nice because rose quartz connects. This is
Oh, I
rose
love
quartz.
as
It's a
well.
lovely pink stone, and it helps you to connect with the emotional side of your heart. So it's to do with how to love and be loved. So a bit of rose quartz.
Yeah, carry it around in your pocket or your bra.
It doesn't
or
have to be
whatever.
this big.
So Lucky has said that they like to be referred to as they.
That's fine then.
Right. So
We can do they. So, what else are we going to talk about now?
Who's on here? Still with you. Oh no, start with a love spell.
A
Oh.
love spell. So we actually
Penny
Should we
Cotterill
show
said
some?
that.
Shall we get
Penny,
one?
yeah, go, yeah, just stick through to the back.
I'm going to go
grab
get some love spells.
Yeah,
And you
we're
can
in a
tell them what
little,
the ingredients are.
we're in a
can't
lovely
you?
little wooden hut here, which is all done up.
It's
Like-
a little roundhouse of
A
magic on the seafront in Great Yarmouth. We're open from Easter to Halloween. At the moment, we're only open weekends till half term, but we're open from 12 till 4 for tarot readings and all the little type little tools and things you need for your magical practice. We've got crystals, we've got herbs, we've got
Spells.
spells.
Here you go, Polly. You can
Yeah,
discuss. I
we
think
even,
that
we
is
even
love
here's
spell.
some spells. So here we were talking about. Don't put that near
a
it.
love
Yeah,
spell.
back near the camera so you can see it.
So love spell there. That's got some rosebuds in to help a blossoming romance. It's got some pink salt in there for cleansing.
Himalayan pink salt.
Himalayan pink salt, I believe. I can't remember what else
I'd love
is
to
in
go to the
there.
Himalayas.
Lavender for harmony and peace.
So
Yeah.
Lucky is saying, how do I follow your two friends? Are they on YouTube?
No, you can
What,
find
me
us.
and Jen?
You
Oh,
can
yeah.
find us on.
I'm on YouTube.
You're on
excuse
YouTube.
me.
Oh, you're on YouTube.
And TikTok.
Yep.
We'll put it in the comments section afterwards, shall we, Jen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put it in the comments
When
section.
I upload the
Lucky.
video later, I'll put links in the comments.
Sorry, I'm just lighting an incense stick. Is that all right?
Yeah. Any other
So
questions?
who else is here? Can you say hello and ask us questions?
Yeah, please ask us questions until I find something I really want to whinge about.
You could tell.
You're not really. You're quite happy today, aren't you?
I'm very happy today because
Yeah.
normally I'm quite whingy.
Yeah, but we like you
really
happy.
whingy.
Yeah. I've been doing what I do a long time and I have.
But then everybody gets a bit cynical if you've been doing something a long time, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah,
And
they
you
do.
get, because you've been. That's because it'll burn
Drops
and it
into it.
drops in there, so it doesn't make a mess.
I mean, it has made a mess there because I keep.
By the way,
knocking
this
it
is an
over.
incense stick
And that's the wrong
holder.
holder on the inside because I broke the main
Show
one
him,
'cause I
Jen,
knocked
because
it
this is
over.
like literally the best one, because it all the bits and pieces just drop inside the glass rather than making a great big mess all over your table. Because I thought that as well, Jen, when I first come in here, I was like, how do I put the incense stick? I always put it the other way around, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
What a muppet.
Yeah.
So mainly, Paula whinges at me because I'm quite a new witch and I get all these things wrong. And she's like, oh, for God's sake.
Well, it's not that you get them wrong.
I don't know them though,
You
do
don't
I?
know them, and that's the problem with everyone. In our day, we went out and we learned it, bit by bit, from person to person, we learnt something, practiced it, and then used it. Whereas now everyone goes on YouTube or TikTok,
And we think we know
and
everything.
they think you know everything. And
I don't think I know everything, but it just depends on, like,
Hello, Star Raven.
the
spells, for example.
We're talking about spells. now.
Herbs.
Smells, herbs.
So what would you say if anyone's... Oh, sorry, I made a mess. If anyone's thinking of, like, doing a spell...
Lucky's saying they've never been to Great Yarmouth.
Oh, wow. Come on.
It's the best place in the world.
Yeah, you've got to come to Great Yarmouth.
Absolutely fantastic. I moved here 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it changed my life. Absolutely.
It's underrated.
very
Great Yarmouth.
underrated.
And it's only about
Actually,
10
no.
miles from lovely Lowestoft. And I think Star Raven was born here, weren't you? Am I got that right? Yeah. But she lives in Brighton now. I think.
Oh, Brighton's lovely, though. I
Yeah,
do
all
like
of
Brighton.
Brighton. All the Goths are saying hello to each other. Hello,
Ah.
Gary. Yes. See, she's saying, yes, I was born in Brighton. Born in Brighton? Born in
Lowestoft?
Yarmouth. Yarmouth. Craig Posh is saying, I was born in Beccles.
Oh, not far away at all. Just
Where
across
are
the
you all
bridges.
now? Come
Where
on, come
are you
back.
all now?
Where is everyone now? We're all
We
in-
need the Goths here, please. We need
all-
some nice people.
Anyone
We need
else
more
have-
Goths here.
Any
Can you
more-
move back?
Any more questions about love or spells?
Yeah, what about... so
Bury
this-
St Edmunds, someone's saying.
Oh, I
That's not
like
too far.
Bury. I like Bury. Yeah.
I've had some nights out in embarrassing.
See, I quite like Great Yarmouth. Let's talk about Great Yarmouth for a minute.
Someone called Kim Chizzer is saying, "Hey, what have I just stumbled across?"
Where are they?
Well,
They're on you.
They're
You
on
have stumbled
there.
across
You've stumbled
three
across
whinging
Witches.
witches
On a
in a witch
Wednesday.
hut on a Wednesday in Great Yarmouth.
someone in Florida.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
A bit far away.
How's the weather this time
That's
of
a
year?
bit far from here. I don't think I could walk it.
I think Florida is actually hurricane
What's
season.
the weather like in Florida at the moment?
Hurricane season.
Actually, the sun's come out here. Look.
Yeah, it's been quite nice. Yeah, come and see us in Great Yarmouth.
Very humid.
Oh, right, okay. No, we're not that humid here, are we? Tidying up while I'm here. I think what we should talk about is herbs. English herbs. And how, as most of the people are on English, apart from Florida, we don't know.
See, Florida is where California. No, Florida's the other side, California. But California, America, is where white sage and the whole practice of white sage comes from.
Well,
Right?
We've
Great.
been very lucky with not getting any hurricanes.
Oh,
Well
good.
done.
That's nice.
Nice.
And now there's an Indian person, I think, on here talking in Indian.
Oh.
Or it could be Arabic, is it?
Is it? Is it Arabic?
Google
Florida.
Translate, anyone?
Not right now.
Are you still here, Penny?
Who have we got on the bottom one?
We've got one person watching on the bottom.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
cool. Someone's
that's nice.
watching. Is that still Maggie?
Is it Maggie or Penny?
I don't know. I'm just amazed
angle's
anyone's
down.
watching, really. We want things to whinge about. So what are we whinging about now?
You're whinging about white
Herbs.
sage because
Oh,
you do
okay.
like that whinge.
See, that is one of my pet whinges,
Go on.
right? Is that unless you actually sage your house with white, unless you smudge your house with white sage, smudging is a practice where you
I was
get a
going to say
bundle.
explain smudging.
You get a bundle of dried herbs. You set light to them.
Why would you do that?
Because the theory is that the smoke will diffuse the evil spirit. So you can't actually have the spirit, the bad energy and the smoke in the same place.
Right, 2 questions.
Yep.
Is there a spell to let go of the past? When do you usually go live? I'm new here.
We go live on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesdays
lunchtime.
between about 12 and 1 every Wednesday, but also I'm live on a Friday at 4 o'clock usually.
And I'm here in the hut.
What do
12
you
till
talk about on
4
your live
Saturdays
Put
and
it on and
Sundays.
start talking about what I've done this week and what I'm doing next week, and or
Oh,
show
that's
them
nice.
something I bought.
It's a bit like Gogglebox.
So what was that question again?
Is there a spell to let go of the past?
Oh, right. So this isn't necessarily a spell, but like what's been quite big recently on social media is cord cutting. So we all have things, memories, thoughts that attach us to things in the past. Something I've done that's worked for people is where you get a load of them coloured embroidery threads, and whatever it is you're trying to work out, you associate, you give a particular colour to an emotion or a part of that story. Because if you think that our stories are all just woven threads of thoughts and experiences, right? And so when you've actually got those pieces of thread, you can actually then burn them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
sounds
you're
good.
no longer connected to that.
What
thought or
about
connected to the
just
past.
in a simple spell of lighting a candle and say burning a bay leaf with written on the bay leaf, I want to let go of the past, or something like that?
Yeah, you can.
What would you?
You
What
can.
would you? So, what coloured candle would you use, or is it just doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's the intention.
But what kind of thing could they write on? That just a piece of paper and fold it up over and over again?
Maybe a white candle for cleansing, some white
Yep.
salt on a tray.
Jason
like one of
Lockwood is
these.
watching.
Hi, Jason.
Hi.
Happy Wednesday. He knows how good at whinging I am. So you can get like a little. Oh, we've got
a candle. Do you want me to get a candle?
Yeah. So
Right.
I'll
Why don't we do a
demonstrate.
demonstration of
So
a?
we've
someone
got a
called
cleanse.
Lost Tamal is
Camel?
saying the intention is more important, I think.
The
Correct.
intention is the most important thing.
Now, where are
Absolutely.
your candles?
In the back, in the chest, just there where your hand
This
is.
one?
Yeah. Or pick up one of the spell kits.
No, that's crystal.
Pulp, you guys are
Oh,
very
there's one
lucky.
Oh my God!
Why
let
are
me
we
show
lucky?
them.
Why are we lucky?
I think I'm lucky.
Yes.
But then I work very hard at being lucky. I get
Yeah,
up every day.
I think you make your own luck.
I get up every day and I I try to remain positive. Gratitude, I
try
find.
to have a productive day every day. It doesn't really matter what the so
Some-
small thing
Do you want
is.
to bring me one of them, the two spell cast, the two things?
Whatever you ask for, Paul has always got it.
Paula, the thing.
Those two things there that've got all the test tubes in.
You want one of these?
I want
things?
both of them because I don't know which one is what I want.
Okay, well let me just bear
Right,
with
so
me.
we have
bear
a
with me.
white candle. This is for a clearing spell to clear you from anything negative. To make sure that you're living your best life.
Do
Really,
you want a bottle? Do you
no
want to do the whole bloody
obstacles.
thing?
Clear everything away. Everything stopping me. Everything holding me back is now going to be removed.
Do you want to do the whole thing, or do you want me to bring you just?
It's all
Just
to
look
do.
at all this stuff they've got.
It's all to do with the intention and the wording.
Do you want me to just bring you one?
We will come and you can
You'll
come
find
here and we
something
will
in there.
make spells for you. So here we are, a white
Right.
candle.
Can you see that, or do you
I'm
want to
loving
leave it?
this. I'll be looking forward to each Wednesday.
Oh, that's
That's
good. I'm looking forward to it. Right, hang on a minute, madam.
I've been
Nobody can
excited
see.
about doing this
Bit of
all
white
week.
sand. Because
If you look at my channel, you'll see how we started last week on Wednesday. We were sat in a pub, and then we kind of decided we would do this every
Right.
Wednesday now.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so what have we done so far?
So we've got some white sand, which is the same as clear quartz. A little bit of rose quartz there, just for a little bit of
Is this
self-love.
letting go
Really,
of the
it's letting
past?
go because it's acknowledging that, you love yourself and you want to give yourself the best, really.
So it's
Do it with the right
white
intention.
salt,
Yeah.
white,
But letting
White.
go.
and
of
it could
the
be
past.
salt or sand.
Yeah.
white
Well,
sand.
I want salt as well.
Okay, let me just hang
Have we
on.
got any salt in that one? No, it'll be in the other one.
You want some salt?
Yeah, it'll be in the other one.
We've probably got some in that cafe.
We've got some in there. We've got another set of these.
One moment, please. One moment, please.
Salt there, isn't
This-
it?
Is it? No.
Alright.
One
No.
moment, please. One moment,
There's some in
please.
here.
No, I'm not pulling that one apart.
No, you can't pull it. Anyway, then we wax seal it, didn't we? So
Well, there's two ways.
There's all sorts of potions in here.
oh, you have got some salt in here. Do you want me to just pass you the
Yeah, just
salt?
pass me the
There you
salt.
go.
Gosh, there's some more salt on one of the. There's loads more salt.
Well, there's rock
somewhere.
salt here as well.
So can you actually buy this set somewhere?
Yeah, we sell sets. We can't buy this set.
Oh.
because
This is the making kit.
this is what we
Right.
take to what we use to save us having to
So
climb up
Paula
ladders
actually
and-
sells these spells as well.
Yeah,
We
we
can make do a
bespoke
spell.
these spells here. You can make spells up for you. Sean and I both do them. So here we go. Right, and
So
this
we've got
is-
so far we've got a white candle, we've got white sand, clear quartz, and salt. So it's
Yep.
all white based. We're talking about
apart
colours.
from the very pale rose quartz. I just put rose quartz and
And then we light it.
we light
Just
it. You
gonna
can
move
actually write in the candle, I release myself from obligations to past contracts. I release myself from anything that's holding me, from negative thought patterns that are holding me back. And you just, burn the candle down. You can write things on it. You can dip it in herbs, whatever you choose to do. The intention is that when this candle is burnt down,
The
I will
past
be
is
So
gone.
you've
released.
got to keep that on. You can't blow it out at night or nothing.
Well, these are spell candles, so they don't last long.
Oh,
They last
right.
about 30 minutes.
So I'll be worried about leaving that on.
I mean, when I'm doing
Well, give
longer
yourself an hour
workings-
before bed, Jen. You can't just set the house on fire.
So what we then do when we finish with them, and here's some workings I did before, where I worked some abundance.
No.
I did some abundance spells, and because of that, these crystals have been charged, ready to
Oh,
put
yeah.
into
Check
other
my
Spell us
arm
spells.
out.
then.
That's nice. What's that? Is that citrine? That looks really nice. Look at them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are spell jars. So when this is burnt down, you can then put all of this in a little jar
Ah.
or a little bag, and then use it and hold on to it.
Can you
And
put it on a necklace and wear
you
it?
can, we've got little necklaces where you can
key
actually,
ring.
put in a key
Well,
ring.
if you have, for example, a spell like this, which we've done for, say, healing, and you don't feel very well,
Yeah.
the best thing to do with that is maybe put it by the side of your bed. Or if you've got one that we've done for sort of money, then you could put it by your desk at work, or you could put it near some
Put bits
where
of this,
we.
you can put bits of this in your purse. Again with these kind of things, if you use bigger crystals and you've done a working with it, then carry the crystal around with you.
Do you feel like also repeating the words over and over again, like I let go of the past, I let go of the past, I let go of the past? That can help.
You can do whatever you feel moved to do. That's the
How
whole
do you
thing.
feel about doing meditation?
Me personally, meditation, wasting my time.
So you can't do what you
I've
don't
got a
want to do.
question.
Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need glasses.
I'm just going to keep the spell stuff.
What
in.
if we can't have open flames where we live? Is intention enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, instead of using a candle, you can stick it into fruit.
What?
Can you bury it? You could bury it in the garden, couldn't you?
You could, but that would, if you're burying something, you're allowing nature to rot it. I think you would need to actually, you could. Burning's preferable. Burning is preferable.
What
With
about?
water? You
Could
can
you not
actually
go
wash.
out?
You
and do
could
it? Do
actually.
you have to be in your house? You could.
No,
go
you
out
could
into
go
a
outside.
You
park or
can
something.
also do freezing spells if it's a particular person or a situation. You can write their name on a piece of paper, put it in an ice cube tray or a little jar, right in the fridge, and freeze it.
Right.
That has actually worked on a
Yeah,
number
that's
of
worked on
occasions
for
when
me.
yeah.
So what it is, when you say that, it sounds a bit scary, right? So you're not actually hurting somebody. If you write on the piece of
What about if
paper,
you want to hurt someone?
well, you
Yeah.
can, but it's not worth. It can come back to you. Do you think that's true?
Right, so let's
you
expand
do a
on
bad
that.
spell, it
If I
comes
put
back.
if I put the name of somebody on a bit of paper and put it into an ice cube tray.
If they are actively doing things to harm you, right, to either upset you or just rock your chi a bit, then try it. Got nothing to lose. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything dangerous. It's not like you're sitting outside the house, is it?
I mean,
You're
I
putting them in
have
the freezer.
I have done that.
Hi,
spell.
Grimly.
Yeah.
Hello, Grimly.
If someone's put, ooh, I have not tried a freezing spell.
Very effective. I had a situation where there was a neighbour, and the neighbour was actually in the middle of 4 different households, and they were causing trouble. So they all did it at the same time, and it was almost instant. Almost instant.
What, they left the house or?
No. They just stopped being a nuisance.
So what did you actually do? Tell them what you did.
They
What did you put? How did you
triangulated
put them in
it.
the
So
freezer?
you had, so if this was the person causing the trouble, right, there was 4 households literally like that. There was the neighbour behind, one down the road and one the other side of the road. So at the same time, they all got little tiny jam jars.
What were they doing?
Right. They've just been annoying.
What, one neighbour or all 4?
This one neighbour was being
Only one
really
neighbour.
annoying. This one here is the person that needed the help.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So all of the other people, the other 4,
Your
all
mates?
did the freezing spell.
Because you got them to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, they did the freezing.
Were they witches or did they just do it
No,
because
they're
you said do
muggles,
it?
yeah.
Right, okay.
Right, so
Muggles is someone that's not a witch, by the way, like, you know, on Harry Potter, but
Yeah.
anyway, whatever.
Go Harry Potter.
Go on.
I'm more Terry Pratchett than Harry Potter, though.
What the hell's Terry Pratchett?
Oh, I see a huge gap in your education, Sean.
A gap in the age group. I think.
Yeah.
Go
So
on.
the four neighbours froze out the person in the middle. But what I always do when you're doing a freezing spell is I always put rose petals in, so it's being done with love.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to
So
hurt anyone.
that person, within a week, stopped being the nightly nuisance.
Uh-huh.
What were they
No.
doing before then?
Oh,
Have a whinge
I can't
about
really
it. Go on.
say. I can't really say because they were just they weren't very nice, right? And they were just being disruptive and chaotic and really downright nasty.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it was a woman being really nasty to all the neighbours.
So let me just say, right, so how did you get these four neighbours all together to do spells
Yeah.
when they're not even witches? So,
Because I knew one of them.
so you got,
Well, I actually knew all four of
So
them,
did you have
loosely, but I knew one of them.
you had a meeting?
No, she rang me up. I talked to her.
Okay.
Yeah. She asked me for help.
So how did you manage to get them all to?
I suggested that this might be a way of doing it, and because she was fixed in the middle, she was triangulated in the energy interface.
So it's better if
Right,
one
we've got
person...
comments again.
Go on.
I only work on myself, not others. Believe very much in threefold law.
Go on.
And then someone else has put, stop talking and summon a night witch.
What was
I
that?
always get stupid comments.
Oh,
I wish I could summon something. Cake.
Right?
I'd spend
Cake.
all my time
And this one,
summoning
Barry
cake.
Sutherland is what?
Hello, Barry. How are you?
Sullivan is watching. I thought it said Barry Manilow before.
No, Barry Sullivan. Old Barry lives in Croydon. Nice to see you, Barry.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
Hi,
In
Barry.
Croydon.
Yeah. So yeah, basically that. Yeah.
So so okay, you put them in the freezer, how? What did you actually do? Write down on
You
a
just
bit of
write.
paper?
They wrote the name of the person on a piece of paper.
Yeah?
They used, I think, little jam jars.
Yeah?
You can get little jam jars that you put or you can use.
You
just
know when
put
you
it-
go to a cafe and they give you a little
Yeah.
pot of jam.
Or even
Oh,
just
yeah.
any jam.
Marmalade.
Scones.
Any jar, any bottle, as long as you can put it in the freezer, right? The whole point is it stays in the freezer, right? And it just stops the negative energy. It stops that person
Causing problems.
being able. But the important thing is the four people around her,
Yeah.
had faith in the process.
So she didn't.
So it's not
She
necessarily.
didn't even know it was happening.
She didn't.
No.
She still to this day doesn't know it's happened.
Oh, so she doesn't.
Right.
So is she happy in that?
No,
do you
she
think?
stopped. But she stopped being a nuisance,
But
which
she's
was the whole
happy.
purpose.
She's happy in
I
that.
don't
So
know.
Grimley is saying, do you recommend a book for beginners?
Ooh.
Anything by Terry Pratchett involving the witches? Yeah.
Really?
No, there's not. No, or it just no.
You just got to come in on a Wednesday and listen to Paula, basically. Because
Yeah.
a lot of this stuff is learned
Yeah, it's not
and
written
tried
down.
and tested.
there is no one book. All these little bits are drawn from over 40 years of me dabbling, if you like. And
What about Wicca? Any books on Wicca?
oh, anything. Well, see, Wicca is a Gardenian construction. Came out of like the sort of,
30s.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but what isn't his belief system similar or not?
They're all similar. He just commercialised it. Just made it
I
cool.
like him. He looks like the
I
Colonel
got a
of
clue what
Casey.
you're
What's his
talking about.
name?
Who's Wicca?
Gardner.
So Wicca is the only religion that was created in the UK.
Oh, right.
And Wicca is the witch religion, really, isn't it? Pagan,
Yeah.
pagan.
I thought Wicca and witch was the same
Oh,
thing.
it's a modernised.
Anyway, we've got another question.
It's a modernised version of it gave it structure, whereas the whole point of
What do we
paganism-
do with
Is
the
you can do it
freeze?
Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody's got to write it down. Go
Yeah.
on. Sorry,
What do we
Jen.
do with the freezer spell afterwards? Is there a period of time before it can be removed?
No, just leave it there.
Yeah, leave him in there.
Leave it
And
there, and eventually the energy
Someone's
will.
put, I think Wicca is very popular in America.
It is very
Yeah.
popular in America. People like structure with their religion. They do like structure. They like people telling them where to go and what to do and when to do it on what days. And there you go.
What do you three think of the New Age movement? Is it good or bad?
What's the New Age movement?
Right, so the New Age movement is basically like sort of the age of Aquarius, right? Anything
Oh, I
sort
love
of
it.
a new modern sort of New Age is being in touch with crystals, being in touch with astrology, tarot, talking to dead people, all of those practices. It's New Age. Is it a good thing? It's always been there. So, you know, it's a matter of just
Yeah, but
fly your flag.
it was illegal to read tarot up until 70s.
No, it wasn't.
Well, they called it witchcraft.
No. It's never
When
been
was-
illegal.
Okay,
What's illegal is obtaining money fraudulently.
right. So it's never been illegal. They wouldn't burn you as a witch for
Well,
reading
they could
tarot.
burn you, they could try, but then, you know, it's can they prove it? You know, all you're doing is talking to the person about themselves using some cards as cue cards, some pretty cards as cue cards.
I think anything that allows people to just do what they want to do in a free world is what I like. I like the fact that we can all be ourselves, we can all dress how we want, we can all do what we want, and in some countries they still can't.
But it's also remembering that the whole point of having faith in anything is it means it connects you with a higher purpose.
Yeah.
So it's not about your
it's not
selfish
just about
needs.
you.
It's
No.
about the effect that you have on the world around you as well.
So Lucky has said,
I bought myself a beginner guide to tarot cards and I've not done it yet. Hopefully soon.
Oh, brilliant!
Yay.
Leo, let us know how you get on. Let us know how you get on. We love baby witches and their tarot. I love
Someone's
it.
put T-bone rump steak. I don't know what they mean by that. Perhaps they're hungry.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that's
love
hungry.
this. We'll definitely be watching every Wednesday. Really interests me.
Excellent,
that's
brilliant. Do send us in some questions. You can either send them into Jenny or you can send them in to me, and we'll we'd love to answer questions.
Oh yeah,
I'd
that'd
love
be
to
good.
answer questions.
So I'll put a post on my YouTube, sort of like Monday or something next week, and then anybody who's got some questions, you put in the comments.
Yeah. And then we can do something next week. It gives us a topic
that's the
to talk
trouble
about.
with YouTube is you can't message each other on it.
Yeah, they need to sort that, don't they?
Sure, we can on Facebook though. Anyone
We
who's
can on
watching from
But I know
yeah,
that I know
Silent
Or
that
they can go,
Circus.
yeah, or they
Lucky
can go.
isn't on Facebook. I do know that. So,
Well, I'm not surprised. Some
Mm.
people aren't
Yeah.
on certain socials because
Yeah.
they're a bit more invasive.
Yeah.
And actually, people messaging. I find sometimes now I'm just gonna have a whinge, and I don't know whether this is a
Yeah, well,
witchy
it's a
whinge.
whinge.
Go for it. Let's have a whinge.
My whinge is how people think it's absolutely okay to message you at like 2:00 in the morning. I mean, I have my
Yeah.
phone on silent now. My friend used to live in Hong Kong and she had no idea that the time difference was like however long. So I used to get phone calls at 3:00 in the morning. You get emails, you get messages on, and if they can't get you on a normal message, they'll WhatsApp you, and then everybody knows whether you've read your WhatsApp. And I just find it all too much.
Yep.
I feel like at a certain time of night, say sort of 7:00,
Mm.
cut off.
But this
No
is
more messages.
Or message, but don't expect a reply.
it's the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah,
with
but even
anyone.
then it plays on your mind. You're trying to go to bed then. It depends what the message is. But it's like everybody can access you 24
Yep.
hours a day.
Yep, you have to set
And
your boundaries, but like
yeah,
everything.
someone
you set
said
your
I only
boundaries.
use YouTube.
There's a lot of people that only use YouTube as a social media, and then you can't message each
Do
other.
you want to
Yeah.
talk about algorithms? And
Not
how it's
really.
ruining our lives?
Not really.
I prefer YouTube to watch videos and content because
Mhm.
people have actually made a big effort, like
Mhm.
when you do your videos,
Mhm.
to go out, do the video,
Yeah,
edit the
search
video,
it.
upload the video. You go on things like TikTok, Instagram. People can post a load of junk in about 5 minutes. If you're watching someone that's got a YouTube channel, they really have made some effort.
Yeah.
So I believe that it's one of the best ones. And you don't seem to get the algorithm nonsense on there. You seem to like get what you want to watch. It doesn't seem to be so fake. Because I can't bear these fake things now that they're doing where, you've got pretend cats and things on these videos.
AI.
I don't know what's real.
AI and tarot reading as AI. Oh my days!
Robots.
Oh, for God's sake!
Right, you've got something here. Hold on.
Have I?
Paula, summoning cake probably worked. Christmas fruit cake soaking as we speak. Suzanne.
Hi, Sue.
Yes.
Yeah, we love a bit of cake. Oh, definitely. Can we have a Halloween cake for Halloween?
Yeah,
week?
Halloween cake would be good.
Sue has some amazing witchy tattoos. I've
Having
never
said
been
that,
brave
I
enough.
can't do the Halloween one.
Well, we'll save you a bit of cake.
The week after we could do a Halloween.
could have a
We
round,
could
yeah.
all
Do you
dress
make
up.
pumpkin
After
cake?
post Halloween.
I've never made a cake. with
What about pumpkin soup?
I could try it.
Does anyone do any like Halloween recipes?
I don't know. We'll find some. People could send us cake.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Do you think
Yeah.
anyone would? Or biscuits?
I
Halloween
can make a
biscuits.
cake for next Wednesday if you want.
We could have
I'll make a
cake
chocolate
also.
cake. What do you like, Jen?
People
What
can watch
kind
us
of
eat
cake?
our lunch.
Anything that's not got oranges in it. Ugh.
You
Can't
don't like
stand
oranges. Do you like chocolate?
So, do we have any
Yeah.
questions?
Yeah, well, we'll
Any questions out there?
I think we can manage that. Susanna's put.
Yay!
yeah.
I like to set reminders for my favourites just in case.
I think they mean on you, so they can watch their favourite YouTubers.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching some YouTube stuff lately. It's quite.
I watch it while I'm getting ready in the morning.
So I've got all my favourite.
The only thing
people.
I don't like is the fact that it's got like how you've got to really look to see when it was made.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, I
there's-
do. I'll just look at it.
Oh, see, this is
I'm doing a bit of Egyptian god and goddess research, but it's a bit complicated. What's the matter? You hate all
nothing.
that?
Yeah,
You're gonna
I'm
whinge
not-
about
No,
it?
I'm not going to whinge about it. It's-
Well,
you know,
that's the
that's-
whole point we're here. You've got to whinge about it.
Yeah.
Oh right, well okay then. People stick
What
a
do you
load
think
of
about
eyeliner-
Egyptian
Right,
gods?
okay. So
Hold on, we have got another.
I'm
Can I
having a
put these
whinge
away?
now.
'Cause they get on
Yeah,
my
go on,
nerves.
put
I'm
them
gonna
back-
put
put them over there.
Get them over here.
When you start tarot, do you have to connect with your cards first?
How do you connect with your
If you
cards?
can't connect with your cards,
I'm
then
gonna
it's
put
not
the
going to
spells.
work.
I'm gonna put all this ingredients
Doesn't
back.
that make your throat sore?
What?
That.
Pop that
What
window open behind you, Jenny.
Jen, we're used to it, mate. We do this every week.
Yeah, we've got hardened
Yeah, we're
lungs.
hardened.
You can live in it, couldn't you? It's
I
great.
could, I do. Sorry, what was the question about connecting with your cards? Yes. I use two decks. I use a Rider-Waite deck for teaching because in the modern tarot world, after 1913 with the Pamela Coleman Smith deck, all the modern decks really come from that. And then for readings, and if you can learn to read with the Rider-Waite, you can read with any system. I use for readings to my customers, I use a Morgan Greer deck. So I connect with both decks in a completely different way. But I do have quite an extensive tarot collection that I don't actually work with. Right, press the red.
No, press the red. Oh.
So yeah.
And it is. Would you offer training sessions for somebody that wanted to learn?
I
tarot?
do offer
Yeah.
a course in
So
January.
do I.
Yeah. A course
Do you
in
do it
January.
on, can you do it over?
We do it online.
Yeah,
We do it
WhatsApp
via
or, yeah.
Zoom. It's
Yeah.
not one that's recorded. We just do it on Zoom. It's live, like going to school and doing a proper, like, normal class. So if anyone's interested in that at any point, please look on our page. We go on our website, www.thecyberwitchcircus.co.uk.
I mean,
Any
you can't expect to pick up a deck of tarot and read it in like the next
No,
month at
no.
the end of the day. It's
No,
got to be learnt.
I still don't think I know anything, and I've been doing it a very long time.
Well, each card has usually got about 3 different meanings.
So how did you get into it then?
How did I get into it?
Yeah.
I lived in a house full of hippies.
Ah.
Yeah, I lived in a house full of hippies and everyone did something. I did dice divining to start with because I didn't want to be like everybody
did
else. Dice divining.
Right, yeah.
It's a Chinese system
Yeah.
where you use 3 different coloured dice.
Yeah.
And that's what I did to start with. That was really quite weird and spooky. But then I got into tarot shortly after that and never looked back. Never looked back.
Right, I've got a long thing to read out here. Bastet has been on my altar for years. More recently felt an infinity with Sekhmet, although I did.
Yes, Lyrens, finally.
However, I
Alien.
did more preparation before bringing to the altar too. Someone else, I would love to have a reading, but for some reason I feel there's something waiting for me. I don't know why I feel this, I just do. Do you have any advice on the feelings I'm getting?
So there's 2 comments
Right,
there.
so what was the first question? Good luck on all the Egyptian stuff. Not
Can
my
I
field
just,
of
can I
expertise,
just say, can I just say
but
something about Sekhmet and Bastet?
Yeah, yeah.
Just do a bit of research on the alien species of Lyra, because Sekhmet and Bastet are actually, I believe, not everybody believes, I believe that a lot of the gods that the Egyptians depicted were alien species that came down, and because they came from the sky, the people worshipped them as gods. The reason they look the way they look, so Seth has got the head of a crocodile, for example. There is a reptilian species, which looks like a humanoid reptile. Or you've got Bastet and Sekhmet, who would have come from Lyra, constellation of Lyra in the night sky. They are actually like humanoid cat people, which is exactly what they depict. So I think what has happened is what people have done is written and drawn what they see, and then it's been poo-pooed as, oh, that was just mythology. So I believe that. So just have a little look into Lyra. That's all I was going to say, and that's it.
That is amazing. I will look into them. So the other person said, Lucky said, I would have a reading, but for some reason I feel there's something waiting for me. I don't know what I feel, why I feel like this. I just do. Do you have any advice on the feelings I'm getting?
Just let the universe unfold around you as it will. If you feel something's about to happen, then it probably is. So all you need to do is just sit back
And wait.
clear your desk and wait for what happens next.
Just like the Hanged Man.
Pardon?
Hanged Man in tarot. Wait around.
Is that what he does?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what he does.
The hangman is hanging himself. It's to do with, well, I always
Waiting.
thought, no, he's not waiting. He's
What's he
hanging
doing?
himself as a sacrifice for water for the
He's
tribe.
upside down on a...
Yeah, but he's doing it by his feet. He's not actually
Yeah,
like,
no, he's not killing himself.
yeah, but he's not doing it because they're necessarily thirsty. He's doing it because he wants to get his place in Valhalla quicker.
But that
There's
is
a
the
load of little bits.
so
tied
that
up
is
with-
the reason what sometimes tarot it has got its own interpretation, but you
Yep.
also have your own interpretation of what the card means.
Yep, he's not just hanging around, mate. He's got a purpose. He's got a mission.
So what's the Hermit then?
Hermit stands, one of the theories of
Virgo.
tarot is it's all about the fool's journey, right? So he starts off on card number 0 and he's going to make his way through the deck, meeting all the people, experiencing all the actions. But for the first half of the journey, the fool's looking for the hermit at the top of the mountain because he thinks the hermit is going to give him all the shortcuts, all the secrets to the universe.
Like a guru.
By the time he gets to the top of the mountain, the fool has grown a beard, bought a beautiful cloak, and there's no one there.
Okay.
So the hermit is all about understanding that
Yourself.
you had everything you needed all the way on the journey. Other people's ideas, opinions, and expectations are not yours.
But you've grown in the process. So it's basically about you.
Having
Growing.
everything that you need as the fool to start the journey. So the hermit is all about consolidation. He's stood at the top of the mountain. He's looking back, seeing all the paths he could have, would have, should have taken. And he can look in the opposite direction and see all those huge mountains that he didn't know were going to be there when he started his journey. How could he have known what he needed to know when he started the journey when he didn't even know that the now of later existed?
Yeah.
You know, so it's a matter of it's about faith. It's about consolidating where you're at and working what you're taking forward onto the next bit of the journey. And
So
what
it's
you're
a
leaving
journey
behind.
and not a race.
Absolutely.
So who won out of the tortoise and the hare? I'm going to be the tortoise. I can't be any different. It takes about an hour to wake up in the morning and get a cup of tea and get myself out of the house.
Was that an answer to a question? I can't actually remember now.
No, it's
Yeah,
just a
well,
turn.
yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Why do I feel like this? Do you have any advice?
Again, just hold on. If you feel something's about to happen, just clear your desk, get everything out of the way, do all the little niggly things, get the washing done, get the washing up done, because it may very well be you're not going to have time to do all those things.
Yeah.
If you feel something is about to happen, then clear your desk. And get
Something
ready
is
for change.
definitely about to happen, not just individually, but collectively. So, yeah, the feeling is correct. Your feelings are always correct. Don't you feel?
Your intuition, your gut reaction,
It's always
that's your
right.
spiritual sat nav, and it tunes you into the flight plan the gods have hardwired into you, and it will take you directly to your destiny. So if things feel right, the chances are you are right, or you're delusional, but people can get medication for that. If it doesn't feel right, then stop, stand back, let the gods recalculate you a much easier route.
And a lot of the time in hindsight, if you see how far you've come in life compared to what you were when you were younger and you were dreaming of something, your dreams become reality if you look back far enough. If you look when you were little and you thought, I really want to do this, you've already done it. But you didn't realise you've created your own destiny.
God. created
used
the
to walk-
destiny of Whinging
I
Wednesdays.
used to walk. I used to
haven't
walk.
even whinged today.
There you go.
Good.
Yeah, but the whole point of this was
No,
supposed to be
this
whinging.
isn't. This is. I think this is better because it's like talking. It's like a chat, and the occasional whinge. You don't want to listen to someone whinge all day, do you?
No.
No, not really. I just remember when I was 16, I got my first job, and I was only on £60 a week. I was an apprentice, and I walked down.
Press red.
And I walked. Yeah, you can put it on Do Not Disturb if you flick down.
Oh, trying to reconnect.
We're off the line.
No,
we're
we're
back.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I was walking down Norwich because I used to live in Great Yarmouth, work in Norwich, 25 miles away, and I used to walk down Riverside and I'd think, oh, I'd love to live here. And then one day I bought a flat there. But it was so long since I was 18 and I became 30 something that I bought the flat. I forgot that I had the dream of living near the river in Norwich all those years ago when I was earning £60 a week as an apprentice. And it was out of my reach, but then you realise that you've created your reality.
See, modern people call that manifestation.
Well, it's the same thing though, isn't it?
So
Manifestation.
someone said, I love how you framed that.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other questions? Have we done an hour?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we should come see you all next week, don't you think? And if there's anything you want us to talk about...
Right, have you got
please-
anything else you want us to talk about right now?
Make it quick,
Speak now.
Make it snappy.
because I actually really need a wee.
Do
So
you?
do I.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need another one.
Who
Right,
is that
well.
walking round the back? Laugh out loud.
Probably the gardener. There's nothing ghosty about it. Well, should we do a Halloween special? Woo!
Right, thank you everyone.
Right,
Everyone who's-
thank you. We'll
Take
be
care,
See you all
everybody.
next Wednesday.
back again next Wednesday.
Bye.
Right, I press X on that one.
Stop mine as well. Bye
Yeah.
everyone.
Bye.
Right.